Hello there and welcome to today's video on Pleasure Beach Experience YouTube. Today I thought I'd do a little bit of an update on the big one and the Grand National. There's been a lot of questions on social media, not just the Pleasure Beach Experience, just in general, about when the big one might open following its retrack. Now the good news is that the big one is now all together, and there's a lot of bolt tightening going on at the Pleasure Beach when I went to have a look around. So I'll put those shots on screen now. As well as the bolt tightening on the big one, you may have noticed as well in some of the shots that have been on screen and are on screen now, that the walkways are now in place on the big one's track as well. So as far as I know, before testing starts now, the main thing that needs to happen is the scaffolding needs to come down. I'd imagine there's a few more things to be done with the bolts, and probably just some other little bits and bobs that have got to be done with the new track first. But it does look like it's almost ready to start testing, and hopefully we'll be able to cover the testing on Pleasure Beach Experience. I've got to say, it will be amazing to hear the big one going around. It does feel like a long time since we all went on it for the last time in 2021. I'm not sure when it's going to open. The hot question really about the big one at the minute is it going to open next weekend or is it going to be the weekend after? Now of course everyone on this channel, we're all fans of the big one, so it'd just be our luck if it was to open while we're all at Alton Towers for opening day. But if it does, it does. It'll be great for the park to see it back open. It'll be great for the park's guests for it to be back open. I'm sure that if it does open on the 26th of March, we'll be there. If it opens the week after, I'm sure we'll be there. But as soon as we can get to it, as soon as we can get on it, as soon as we can review it and talk about the new track, we definitely will do. And I'm just very much looking forward to getting back on it. It's, of course, like I've said many a times, one of my favourite coasters anywhere. It's always great to go on it. Moving on from the big one, there's also the Grand National retrack, which is still ongoing. Pleasure Beach have said on their website they're expecting it to be open for April, sometime around Easter. So hopefully that'll be the case, and hopefully we'll catch it testing in the coming weeks. By the looks of it, there's still quite a bit of work to do on the track in terms of doing putting the new timber down and also putting the running rails on the track. But as far as the National goes, I'm pretty sure it'll be open in time for Easter or around about then. So very much looking forward to getting on it, and it'll be really good to see what difference it's made, because when you think back to Big Dipper, the retrack on the first drop for 2021 just changed the ride altogether. You no longer have to brace on the first drop, and it is just a million times better. And I think it's a credit to the fantastic engineering team at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now, just to talk about Enzo again on this channel. Since our last video where we spoke about Enzo, which is of course the spinning seat on ICON, or spinning seats, the back two seats, the pricing has now been confirmed, so I'm just going to read what's on Blackpool Pleasure Beach's website. Enzo will be available on one of ICON's free trains. There will be an upcharge to ride Enzo, with 2 levels of access, Standard and VIP. Both will only be able to be booked via Blackpool Pleasure Beach's app on the day of your visit. Standard Enzo booking, £15. VIP Enzo booking, £25. Guests that already have a VIP Speedy Pass can get a VIP Enzo booking for £15. Bookings are only valid for one ride on Enzo. It is non-refundable and non-transferable. Enzo is subject to availability. When purchasing a standard Enzo ride, you will have the same wait time as the current queue time, but with one big advantage: you don't have to stand in line. When purchasing an Enzo VIP ride, your wait time is reduced by 90% of the normal queue time length. While you are waiting for your Enzo ride, you can visit other rides and attractions across the park. After completing your booking, a timer will start to count down, and when the timer reaches 0, you can head straight to the Enzo entrance, where you will scan a code with your phone to board Enzo. Right. Unquote. I think we've all given our opinions on Enzo and the cost and the impacts it might have on the operations of ICON overall, so I'm not going to go over that again today, but I just thought I'd give everyone an update who may not have seen that on Blackpool Pleasure Beach's website. That's all from me today. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.